inspired to join a choir. We have in our midst our deputy chair of committees, who will then welcome all of us and just give us the purpose, especially just to deliver a message in terms of the importance of this day, so that we open this discussion as we learn from our senior citizens the importance of these days and appreciate the ones that came before us and fought for this democracy that we are enjoying so much as a country. As I hand over to Ndate Mpapakanyane, Chair, if you are ready, we can hear you from our side, if you can hear us.
Oh gosh.
I can hear you, sir. Honorable Kanyane, we can hear you. Can you hear us? We lost you.
I can hear you, but I'm unable to open the video. I don't know what's really happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't really open the video. I don't know what's wrong with the video visuals. But do you see me?
We can hear you. We can't see you, but we can hear you. Honorable Mpapakanyane, can you hear us? Deputy Chair, can you hear us? Deputy Chair?
From the office here, I can hear you, Lindy.
Oh, you can hear us. I think maybe let me see if I can dial him back into the meeting. That Malati, can you assist us? That Malati?
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are, Chair. We can hear you now.
Yeah, before it was like there was a serious problem. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
But now let me try the video. If I can show the video.
Okay.
The video it's still not giving me the option.
All right, now I think we can continue with the audio. We will take your apology because of the
Unless you don't mind, because I had to get to the car. I'm trying to switch on the laptop, because I know with the laptop it will be very clear.
Okay, we can give.
Yeah, just give me some few minutes. I'm busy with the laptop now.
All right, no, thank you very much. We just apologize for that technical glitch. We are sorting it out. These two mics. Two mics. Okay, I think while we wait for Honorable Mpapa Kanyani to join us through the laptop, I can take this moment just to introduce the team that is seated in front with me. On my left, I've got Dinah. Dinah, you can just introduce yourself. She's our partner team member from IEC. We work closely with IEC in our civic education programs. This is one of our civic education programs where we actually educate our members of Gauteng communities on the roles of legislature as well as the importance of voting and the voter processes. So she will be taking all of us through that. On my right, I've got our very own photographer, KB, our audiovisual specialist in the GPL. He will be making sure that we capture every moment that we have today and that we are taking. We also have our team members who have joined us through laptops that are on the screen there. I'm not going to go through all of them. We've got Ndate Solimutala, who's one of our outreach officers. So I thought maybe while we wait for Ndate Deputy Chair to join, we can just introduce ourselves. We do have team members from the back. Dansile is there, Sipukolo is there. I saw earlier we had Refilwe, so we've got a number of us. We also have the lady assisting us from the forum. You can wave, Elsie. Yes, thank you very much. Honorable Deputy Chair, are you connected or are you still struggling? Okay. I think Honorable Chair, are you able to join us now?
I've just joined using the laptop,
Okay.
and I take it I'll be audible and visible. I just see people are just dark there. I don't know whether when I use my video, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. All right. No, thank you, Deputy Chair. You can continue.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Yeah, just explaining that I'm also in the field. We are busy with the PCO, where we are also celebrating this icon, Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. And I'm really pleased that as the legislature, we're able to put everybody together, especially our senior citizens. And I must say, for me, this is a very great pleasure to meet the senior citizens who are here celebrating one of their own, who is Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Mandela doesn't need any explanation. All of you, from your history, you know what he has done. We know that he never fought alone. You will remember Bontate Sisulu, Bontate Amt Kathrada. Ka moka ga bona ba lwele this fight. And today we are here celebrating. But our celebration is not just a mere celebration. We are saying, let it transcend mere celebrations. It can be exercise in futility. It can be just an exercise. Let's make sure that this day becomes meaningful to all of us. And how does it become meaningful? Let's turn this political breakthrough and make it meaningful to us and to our children. And how do we do that? Let's introspect. Let's work harder. Let's double our efforts. Let's make sure that we don't leave any stone unturned. Let's make sure that we fold our sleeves. We make sure that we dirty our hands in making our country a country that everybody should enjoy. You are here today. We are really grateful. The legislature. This is one of the pillars that the Mandela and the others fought for. One of the pillars of the legislature, that is the law making. You are here in this parliament of Gauteng, where laws are made. It was not very easy. People like Rolihlahla, people like Bugoven and Mbeki, they fought so hard so that we were able to have the right to vote. And because of that right of voting, we're here today in the Gauteng Provincial Legislature celebrating. Just not very easy. You know the past where we come from. We know the past where you were treated like girls and boys. Now here we are, access to water, access to electricity, access to housing, free housing. That is not really happening throughout the world. It's happening in South Africa. We are having the grants. Now, while we celebrate all these things, but what are we doing? Let's contribute. Make sure that these laws becomes amenable to us. They become palatable to all of us. That's why we're here today, law making. And again, I can't really forget to really welcome and also the legislature public participation team and also communication. This pillar of public participation, they are really championing it. That's why you are here in this legislature, because of the team, the staff that is before you. They thought of you to say, let's celebrate together this day. But now, what is the significance? This day, sorry about that. This day, we should regard it as important, where we have to reflect. Let's think about this day. The people who fought and died for our freedom. Now, again, let's look forward to say things are becoming better, but they cannot come in silver plate, It needs me, you, and me. Let's make sure that we change these things forever. We don't want corruption. We don't want laziness. We don't want stealing. We want all these resources to really benefit our children, to benefit ourselves. Now, let's make sure that we refrain from wrongdoing. And let's teach our children, refrain from wrongdoing. Then we'll have a better life. This is what our icons, they really fought for. They were relentless. They were people-centered with this unremitting perseverance. Ke bolela bjale ke re batswadi, ga re tshwaraneng, ga re bontsheng boikarabelo, tšwele pele, I mean, freedom ye re leng mo yona, re tshware ka diatla tše pedi, ka responsibility, ka maikarabelo. Ke bolela bjale ka boikokobetšo le team ya rena ya legislature on behalf of the speaker of this legislature, Mme Mekgwe, and the deputy speaker, Mme Manamela, le the chairperson of committees, Nkosi Malobani. Ke re ka ona mantšoa, ke a leboga public participation, communication, ka moka the officials, the EDs, ba Gauteng provincial legislature. Gore ge re gopotse letšatši le, ya re bontšha gore ga re lebale, re sa tlo bereka, re sa tlo tšwela pele, batswadi ba rena ba sa tlo bona tokologo ye gore ke tokologo ya maleba, ke tokologo ya bona. Ka mantšu ao, motshwara marapo, ke go leboge and thank you very much. Ke a le amogela ka moka ga lena le tšweleng pele ka the touring. E tla ba letšatši le le botse. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Chairperson of Committees, and that the Honorable Papakanyane, for those wonderful words. I think that Papa has laid the foundation, and we all know why we are here today, and we all know why we have this democracy. He has mentioned it already. There is no need to explain who is Rolihlahla Nelson Mandela, the man that in our history has represented the meaning of democracy. He has worn the jacket of victory and won this freedom for all of us. With those words, I would like to hand over to Ndate Mohlala to now conduct the second session, where we'll then let our senior citizen, Baholo Barona, to now educate us, as Ndate Papa has started, on the importance of this day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor Chia. Just want to indicate that we are going to have the session for the IEC as we are heading to voting next year. It is important that we allow the IEC to take us through the processes and the registration, so that all of us, we can take the responsibility as outlined by the Deputy Chairperson of Committees in ensuring that to those who fought for us to vote, then we ensure that they didn't fought in vain, but we going to use the opportunity and go and vote. I will now allow May Dynamola from IEC to take us through the voting. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I think it's proper that I should stand. In that way, we are here today because of you. We are proud because today is happening because of your contribution. When you walk in the streets And every time when I look at batho ba bagolo, I always tell the youth, now I feel blessed to interact with batho ba bagolo. Because Rona as youth may have what we have, but we need your wisdom. Re tlhoka botlhale ba lona gore re be le ponelo pele. I always tell our kids, our youth, I don't care gore le ka rutega yang, le be le economic power yang, le tsamaye ka di eng tse majabajaba, le dule ko eng, mara ha le sena botlhale ba batsadi ba rona, ga le na next. And on that note, I'm saying this because I want to appreciate the contribution that you are making to us. But also to you as a young one, I think it's also proper for me to then say, you know, when they have the thing they know. When they have, they think they know. When they have, they think they possess everything. And ke ba gakolle kere ha batsadi ba rona ba santse ba phela anya go ga go fele go tlhompha ga go fele. You might have nyanyat ka nako e le santse le monyane, but for as long as you listen to the wisdom, for as long as you are able to capture the good that our parents bring with, it becomes even better for you. You become wiser, you become cleverer, and you are able to conquer the challenges because bare tsela itse ke ba ko pele. And jaka le tsamaile lona o ka re kore le rona ne re ka tlhalefa gore we should walk on your steps. We should meditate what you have done. Maybe if you can start doing that as the youth, then you'll be able to live as long as you are. Kaban ba fela. And the question is, what is happening? As it's already been said, I work as the regional outreach officer responsible for the whole of the city of Joburg. I'm being specific to say the city of Joburg because I have colleagues got different regions. GPL, we're talking Gauteng as the province. But because this is hosted in Joburg, then I have to take over on the side of the IEC. Jaka, we are working in collaboration with GPL. But please don't be surprised because in some instances, you may be invited to go and engage ka other events in other municipalities. Litla kopana le bo taina ba bang ko pele ko ka gone re ngatana e le nngwe so that we are able to serve you. We are able to give a service to you because today the pride that we carry because of the steps. I become so excited because voting, you created it. You know the reality. All those long queues, most of you, in fact, all of you, we are there to experience it. Now, in terms of our civic education, how memile batho o na le mokete, how na le mtshebeletso. When you've invited people, it's only human gore o ye ko bona ore re a leboga. And as the IEC, we really want to thank you, Jaka batho ba bagolo, that up to this day you have not given up. Rata go leboga gore la ntse re tswa re e tla le tlo registerang, e tla le tlo votang. You are always there, you are always willing gore le tsoge phakela. You are always willing to motivate one another. You are always willing to always make a contribution and say, this is the race that you are running. And if you cannot live long enough for not to enjoy it, we are doing it for our kids, we are doing it for our grandchildren, we are doing it for this country, because you can never have a country without a governance. And that governance, it's yourselves. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Because I want you to, every time when you look at yourself, every time when you wake up and you look at this government and you look at the good things that are happening in this country, and you look at the challenges that are in the country, I contributed. They should live up to this time and enjoy the democracy you're talking about today. They have you because they know that you are still holding the baton, and they know that one day you're going to take this baton and give it to somebody else. Hence, we are continuously engaging the young ones to say, Le lona, a legacy is built for lona akir, le agile, le raketse tsela. You are holding batons on your hands, and you're saying, as you move on, as you march with this democracy, our kids should be able to take the baton and move on and run because they're younger and they can run faster than you. But, ba seke ba lebala ko ba tswang teng. And ko go tswang teng ke ko lona le fitileng teng. Now, in terms of the IEC, it's yours. It's still an institution. Tolanko chapter 9, ya constitution ya rona. Ha re kena mo constitution ya rona, re o shebella chapter 9. Chapter 9 ya rona, o tlo kry le gore IEC ile ya etswa ka go ya ka constitution ya rona jaaka e projective. And together with other institutions that are indicated in that chapter, your South African Human Rights Commission, your Public Protector, your Gender, and the rest of them, your Auditor General, those institutions were established so as to strengthen our constitutional democracy. The constitution, your democracy, address your needs. We look at the voters, we look at the communities, we look at the citizens more than any other thing. That's why even when you watch the TV, Hans Public Protect, that actually emphasizes that Rona as South Africans, in terms of our constitution, we are all equal in front of the eyes of the law. And we should make our constitutional democracy the strongest for this beautiful country of ours. Yeah, no. Institution le institution ga na le mmereko. It has got its mandates. It's tshwanetse gore e bereke ka tsela e itseng. Let me take for an example. When you talk about the Department of Education, you know that the Department of Education has got to be governed by Education Act. When you go to the Department of Health, health, social development, the same. And the same thing would happen with us as well as the IEC. Our constitutional mandate. Ready so gore ka gone ra gile gore re run the elections, ra gile gore re manage the elections, ra gile gore re tse gore the South Africans should be able to make their choices, and those choices are made in terms by mix of making a mark, by means of making a mark, making an X come the election day. Rona as the IEC, we have the constitutional mandate of making sure all the legislative elections debating in terms of our democracy. Again, one of the values of democracy area, the elections must happen periodically. Periodically means every 5 years. We can never stay in this country without elections. We need our government. Voters need to be afforded a chance where they're going to make their choices. And it happens every 5 years. And those legislative elections, national, provincial, as well as local government elections. Yanong, rights elections in our country. National and provincial elections, our municipal or local government election, it's a iluan. In 2021, we had our local government elections, and next year, 2024, renal elections, national and provincial elections. So we have the responsibility of managing. Nobody can manage those elections and legislative elections except for the IEC South Africa. And with an emphasis there, South Africa, because we were established in terms of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. Renale, another constitutional mandate, we need to ensure that those elections are free and fair. Free and fair yang. Re tshwanetse go etsa gore ga ba vote ba rona ba tshwanetse gore ba vote. Indeed, they are registered so that we don't have a mess, things happening haphazardly. Re tshwanetse re itse gore ke ba feng ba eligible to vote, ke ba feng ba tshwanetse go vota kae. Re tshwanetse re etse sure gore batho you vote ka choice ya gago. Re tshwanetse re etse sure gore ka one election it's a competition of some sort. There are contenders, there are candidates whom we need to vote for because back competed. Another value is election must be competitive. Re tshwanetse gore re nne le di-party, re tshwanetse gore re nne le di-candidates who are going to be contesting to constitute part of our governance, whether our National Assembly or the provincial legislature or even the municipal council. Mar batho bao ga ba go ga ba e fela. Baya ka lebaka la ka le wena as South Africans, baya ka mabaka a rona jaaka re ba voters. We need to make sure that you are free to choose whoever you want to choose. You are free to put your mark where you want to put it on the segment of the ballot paper come the day of the election. And of course, it's our other constitutional mandate is after you have voted, you need to know. You must know who has made it, Akir. You must know our party elo batang or candidate elo batang. It's a mele yang. Yanumla ore. The IEC, after the people have voted, make sure that you declare the elections. Make sure that you announce the results. Make sure that you make the people know exactly what have they chosen and who has come forth and who have succeeded in those particular elections. Can you move this one? Now, the next part, our key functions, what we do as the IEC. We need to compile and maintain the voters' roll. And the registrations rona as the IEC, Electoral Act Section 5 because but voted, and because we are South Africans and we are voting to elect leaders for this country, Mulao ore go dumeletswe South Africans only to vote because it is for this country. We want South Africans to speak for themselves. We want you to choose who you want. And it's part of your life. But we are really pleading with you, please continue the journey. Let's get la fela pe le nntse le ba ruta e ra robetse gore soga nna ke mathile tsela e ya no ke tsosa wena gore tsama o lo go register, tsama o lo go tlhola gore it's your name properly tabulated on the segment of the voters roll. Akere voters roll ke list e le nang le maina batho ba tlo vota. Tsama o lo go tlhokomela gore address ya go sentle, tsama o lo go tlhokomela gore ID ya gago santse ngwetse sentle, tsama o lo go tlhokomela gore leina la your name le sa se la o fanele ukuthi yo vota khona ngoba kungenze thina njenge IEC amagama wabantu ukuthi size senze I voters roll, we source those names from the Department of Home Affairs. Okay, now whatever the status a person has a Home Affairs, that is what we're going to get. That's why we need to make sure that we maintain and update it. And how do we do that? We do it in such a way that when we get your, maybe you're affected by your delimitations or demarcations, we then have to take the responsibility that your name appears on the correct segment of that particular voter's roll that is aligned. It's a voting station. Rona as the IEC, we compile and maintain register of parties, political parties, leading candidates. Akira had the parties on the contest. They need to come and register with us as the IEC. re itse gore ke party mang ke candidate man le man le man mang re na le list eo re na le register eo ya di-party tse ebile e re ga ba setse ba tlo contest re tla be re itse gore ke party man le man le man mang gore di-party tseo le di-candidate tseo we are able to put them on the ballot papers so that when you come the election date people are able to see all the parties or the candidates that are contesting for you to make a choice of your preference. We also have the duty of promoting research on electoral matters. Han har santse re tlo tswela re bua ka di-voting patterns akere. Re tlo ntse re bua ka batho ba despondent ra khothatsa ra tsamaya we go out and research we find out from the people as to what is it that you want of us as the IEC because we have the responsibility we lay the grounds and everybody else becomes content and the citizens of South Africa are able to participate in elections ere ha go fedile niyakhona ukuthi nihambe ngepride nihambe nijabulile and be able to celebrate days like this to say indeed we are still standing fast in terms of our democracy akere and re promote voter education re kopa go litsise bagolo ba rona gore re khotetse ra tsamaya re ye ko dikolong ra tsamaya re bue le bana ra tsamaya re bue le batjha all constituencies because we don't want a situation whereby thuto tsela ele tsamaileng e fela yalo re batla gore re dule ntse re celebrate re batla gore le bona ba banyana hantse ba gore re le ko dikolong kana bagolo re ruta le bana ba primary school ka democracy responsible democracy gore ba tswe mo ntho ya gore it's my right re ba ruta gore la tse ba re ke right ya bona because constitution e bua ka di right tsa bona those rights di tsamaisana le responsibility and ko baneng go batho ba bagolo we teach them gore those rights di tsamaisana le tlhompo le tlotlo ya bagolo ke ka mo rona ba bang e re ha re kopana le nna ka bana re itse gore le tlhola le di bona re kwa kopela tshwarelo because you know gore sometimes they think they have what you don't have sometimes they think gore they are able to do things that you cannot do but they forget gore the long and short of it all they are because of you. Now, the IEC, just like any other institution, we don't just do things because somebody woke up in the morning and say, this is how we're going to do things. In terms of our electoral act. Ya no, re na le di values le rona tse le gore ha re bua ka tsona re tshwanetse re itse gore ke eng entitlement ya lona as the voters. Rona as the IEC re tshwanetse gore le treat yang. Nisinfundise ukuthi nazi ukuthi inoma nisema stationing how are the electoral officers and the staff at large how are they supposed to treat you. We have the 5 values that are tabulated or projected, which is impartiality, and the impartiality says Rona as the IEC we don't need to take favors with anybody. We don't need to favor any candidate over the other. We don't need to favor any party over the other. We don't need to favor any voter over the other. Mara tshwanetse go really treat ka go tshwana kaofela ya ga lona, do our best to meet all of your needs. We have one of the values again as integrity, and the integrity talks to the quality of being honest, and we uphold strong morale, high morale. We make sure gore ga le na le ditletlebo ga le na le batla thuso re be teng re le thuse because we exist because of imagine if the whole country would say we are not voting. Do you think that the IEC will still stand out there and say, hey, we are conquering, we are waking Rabereka? No, we can't. Now, who is our first makulubas? It's yourselves, the voters themselves. So ke ka mo tshwanetse gore re dule ntse re tlotlile re le fa tlhompo ke ka mo re tshwanetse gore re dule ntse re tla ko lona re le bontsha botlhale ba lona re tla ka accountability ra account ka dilo tse re di etsang re be transparent ebile re responde ko dilo tse le gore tshwanetse re sebetse ka tsone yaanong e re ha ke santse ke tsweletse ka projection yana. Let me go back to other slides. Re atle re nke responsibility gore re tle re update gore re etsang because re exista so re sebedisa your tax monies. Yes, we've got drives within the IEC. Re busy ka di-registrations. Re rotloetsa gagolo batjha ba rona gore ba register gore ba tle ba tlo vote. Ra ba rotloetsa gore ba nke responsibility even to participate in issues of governance. Re tsa di-surveys, re batla di-stations tse tlo di favorang. Re tsamantse re batla di-pleke tse le gore di tla ba suitable for all of us, batho ba le gore especially abled, living with disabilities. E re ha ba batla go station ba ye le bagolo ha le batla station le mme ebile we make provision ya gore come elections re kgone go etsa di-special voting. Re etsa di-geocoding, re beya batho ko di-addressing tse di siameng gore ha e le gore le affectile ke demarcation, di-ward di kgaotswe, di-demarcations di le kgaotse, re kgona go le tsaya re le beye mo tshwanetse le go vota ko teng gore your names should follow you in accordance with your addresses. Ra tswela pele re etsa di-CDE ntho re etsanyana, re etsa di-workshop, re etsa di-exhibitions, di-debate round tables, di-radio intervention, ra ko dikolong re etsa di-readathon and so on and so on. Ebile re santse re le busy re recruita batho ba tle go sebetsang. Indeed, ka di 18 and 19 of November, we're going to be engaged in registrations. Bagolo ba ka ke itse gore kaofela ga lona mo ke tshepa gore le registerile. Mara kopa fela gore le kupeng ba bang ba sa register go ba register. E re ha le gore o changeile address, re itsise gore re update address ya gago. If you have moved and changed addresses, let us know so that this time around how lo vote a gona gore o vote kae kapa kae, but to vote strictly ko station se le gore o register le ka sone ke ntho e ntšha e le gore changeile ka semolao. But of course motho o registerang or o qualifying gore a tsa a vote o tshwanetse gore e be a South African citizen, a be le ID document, a be le smart card, o tshwanetse gore a be 16 years ka dijara to register but vote ha le 18 and above. And of course that you do in person. We don't allow people gore ba registerele register on behalf of. And of course you register because o tshwanetse o nne mo segmenting ya voters roll. Lona jaaka batho ba bagolo go dumelesega le gore ebile le kope gore re tle re tlo le registera le ko magaeng. Batjha ba rona re a ba bolella gore ditsela di dintsi tsa go registera. In every municipality building go na le IEC office mo IEC office operating from 8:30 to 5 o'clock. Aba ba lo register ko teng Monday to Friday. Re ske ra emela fela national registration days. Re tla be re butse di station like shilo ka di 18 and 19 of November. Aba ba lo go register. Re downloada di app, aba register le ko gae motho wa kgona gore a register. Ba ye ko di website tsa rona, ba ye le ko online registertovote.org.za. Ke le fa feedback bagolo ba ka because ke itse gore lona kaofela mo le yana ke tse di setseng le di etsitse. Mara ntho ya botlhokwa ko lona bagolo ba ka go gore ha ke re kopa re le nne le check entle batho a ke re le change di address. La tsamaya nako engwe ba rona ba ya ko di-home, nako engwe ba rona le tloga bana ba le tsaya lo dula le bona, nako engwe la tloga lo dula. Every time ha le move re kopa gore le re changeleng di-addresses tse because di-addresses tse ke tsona tse tlo re thusang gore re kgone go nka maina lona re le beye ko le tshwanetseng teng because ha re rate ntse le kobiwa. Mara come voting bagolo ba ka re na le ntho e bitswang gore ke special voting. A kere applyang gore re tle re kgone re le votise at the places ko comforting ya lona. If you can't go to the IEC, to the voting station, then the IEC must bring the station to you because you are entitled. Akir. And it's even better, it's even comfortable for o votel o loko gae. We do the home visit, re tla ko wena, but you apply. High automatic, akir. Every time table ya rona tla be bua gore he ya no re butse for the special votes, apply ene o refer at a phone number ya gago because nako ngwe go dumelesega gore le ka romela batho ba tlo le thusa ka di-form. Mara ha ba le tlaletsa di-form ba bolelang gore di-form tse ba di tlatse ka di-phone number tsa lona or phone number ya motho o dulang le ene mo ga gore o tlo go kry-a molaetsa gore kana batho ba ise batla you are approved and they'll become, you need to wait for them. And ke buile ka taba go move the houses gore it's important to for address la le matsega nako ngwe le affect ke di demarcation le gana di setse di fitile di demarcation ke ga go kgaolwa di water kere ha ba fetsa go dira demarcation rona be re bona gore yaanong they've cut there things have changed. Then we must take the responsibility of coming with the process that we call ke delimitation e be le gore aga di station tse ding ha re batle gore lebe mo di queue tse di tele tsa 1994 akere. That's why this time around we are even saying we can come to your houses maar la re tlile ko gae re kopa gore le etse gore re sebedisa dinthoene di special envelopes ha re le ko magaeng ha re sebedise di box tse kgolo tse le ska makala ba tshwanetse gore ba lefe di envelope tse pedi envelope e nyane le di ballot paper ba tlo tlhalosa e ntšha yaanong ha ke ya go bokgotlong e ntšha yaanong go gore ka bane re na le di molao o changeile gore ano le di independent candidates di ka kena ka system ya proportional representation ka system e ne re votela di party fela re tlo go kry-a di ballot papers say 3 akere mo di pele le re kry-a national and provincial akere. Now the change is for the first time next year we are going to get 3 ballot papers. It will still be your national, provincial, and the compensatory ballot paper. And it will go the independent candidates. Excuse me, independent candidates. Il va to bale basa tsonko di party. Mar, go etsa le go dilo di be easy re tlanetse re bua se re bontsha designer ballot paper because batho ba tlo ba bantsi di party ntse di register di tlo ba dintsi re tshwanetse gore re tle re tlo le ruta ka tsona re le bontshe gore le dule le itse le ko di station re tla be re beile e kima ka montlore ha ntse le mo di queue batho ba khone go bona ka speed gore la kena ka mogare a ska nka nako. By the time you go into the voting area, you shall have made your own decision. But prior to that, parties and candidates will be campaigning just as to give you an idea who they are, what they stand for, and to also build up in your decision making. And another thing that is new, this time around, before, when you'd vote national and provincial election, you'd vote anywhere in the province, Sakir. No vote you don't vote anywhere unless you have applied to vote Akir, how we took at lady elections with Tabolo wa apply o vote le otherwise ba ka se go dumele gore o vote le kilo tse dintšha tse re tsamayang re kopa gore re itse se batho re kopa gore bagolo ba rona ba dule ba di itse dilo tse ebile hantse go ya mo ke special ke voting process ya le go ga la le sebedisa di envelopes we use the same process re tla be re tshwere list ra fitla go ga re bua le wena re tlo kopa go bona Masibeko o tenna re kopa idea how re tla be re bolele gore Masibeko re na le di political party agents ba tshwanetse gore ba tlo witnessa go votisa wa ba dumela na gore ba kena yes or no. If you dumela ba kena, of course we encourage that you should allow them so that they observe the whole process. We need an ID from Kowena, we scratch your name from the list, we table your envelope, we give you a small envelope. We give you the ballot papers, tempa phela di ballot papers because has a stamp on go tshwana la sa vote. It's a ballot paper e ya gago ha o feditse re kenya mo envelope e nyane wa e tswala re kenya mo envelope e tona ra e tswala gore e be safe gore ka tsatsi la ka mosla bofelo la voter e tlo kgona gore e bale le tsaba di ballot paper tsa lona bagolo ba ka rentse di special vote are just as safe because ha re fetsa ra di tsaya e bile ro di tswalla gore re kgone go retseng re di pale le tse ding tsa batho ba tleng ba voter ka last day. And indeed, because choice it tlabe e le ya lona rona re bereka go ya ka lona ro ya re di tswalle come the election day everybody has voted come the time and then re tlabe re bua ka di results gore wala di results ke itse wala bona di stations tsa lona di tlabe di le dintle yang wala bona South Africa ya lona e be le mo ge ka bana ba berekile staff sa rona ba tlabe ba buile le gore ke effing e passitseng ke effing e winileng ke effing e tlo crying di city ke efeng e tlabe le phata National Assembly ya rona, ke tse feng tse tlabe di kry-ile di-seats tse ikae go ya ka legislature ya rona, e le lebaka la mang, e le ka mabaka a lona. Now, on behalf of the IEC, I really need to appreciate you. Re le rata ka lerato la South Africa e ntle. Ra leboga ebile santse re kgothaletsa re bagolo ba ka tswelelang pele, le reteleng pele, le re lwaneleng pele. E re ha re lebelela matsatsi ana, re lebelela democracy ya rona, e be re ntse re gopola gore ke ka lebaka la lona. Ba boleleng gore ba mate a ba tloleng jaaka ngwana lo tloleng gore we have got it and it comes from you. On behalf of the IEC, I really need to thank each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mem Mola, for the comprehensive presentation. Rachel Lapili, ka mmereko wa rona, re tlo matha gagolo because part of our work ke yona civic education, ka ge le tlile mo legislature, sizocala ukuthi nibe patient enough. We will start with the program here, 67 minutes. Just after 10 minutes, we will request that the level senior citizens lijeng leska letela gore lijeng gore ba sa sola kua re lija mo ko then lunch e tla ba e serviwa not long. Ke tlo gopela gore the questions really ama questions so abuza after when we do adjournment during lunch. But for now, I will request Sipukolo Mtwa to give us a presentation about the 4 functions of the legislature. Then we will start just for 10-15 minutes. Then we will start. I will be able to start the session. So o tla re presentela so that you know gore go fitla ko ntlong ba ba kubuza go to buya phi, you know go to buya phi ba enzani ba hleleke njani. So over to you, Supergirl.
Thank you very much, Tate Mutlala. Let me take this wonderful opportunity and greet our senior citizens. My name is Sipukolo Mtwazi. The apologies, I cannot speak speed, so ngizawuthetha isiXhosa. So hopefully nizandiva. So siyabulela. Mine is just simple. I've been asked to explain what is the role of the Gauteng Provincial Legislature and also to explain its functions and mandates as established by the Constitution. So the Gauteng Provincial Legislature is the Parliament of Gauteng and a state organ that is empowered by the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. It is established in terms of Section 6 under Chapter 6 under Section 104. So Chapter 6 of the Constitution gives the legislative authority of the province to its provincial legislature, which means that the legislative authority, which is the power to make laws, or the power the power to make laws, amandla ukuba nilawule province, you are given the Constitution gives that authority to the province, the provincial legislature rather. So in our case, this means that the legislative authority of Gauteng is vested here in the building that we are currently in, which is the Gauteng Provincial Legislature. So our vision is to become a progressive legislature that fosters confidence in democracy and improving the quality of life of the people of Gauteng. We also aim to build a capable and robust legislature with the capacity to fulfill its mandate. Like any other properly governed and functioning institution, we have our values that we stick to or we abide by. The first one is accountability, followed by integrity, Ubuntu, outcomes oriented, social equity, and transparency. So these values are self-explanatory. For instance, when we talk of accountability, we mean that we report back to the people of Gauteng. We report back to you as to what we are doing and how far are we in terms of implementing the mandates which are given to us by the Constitution. So one would ask who constitutes this provincial legislature? And the provincial legislature has what you call a political and administrative arm. The political arm is led by the Speaker, which is the executive authority, and is supported by the Deputy Speaker, the Chairperson of Committees, and the Deputy Chairperson of Committees. And then the administrative arm is led by the Secretary to the Legislature, who's the CEO, supported by the Executive Directors, plus the Chief Financial Officer. So the Gauteng Provincial Legislature has 73 members, which are democratically elected. So which means that these members are voted for by the people of Gauteng. Next year, when we vote, we're going to vote for provincial and national government. So it means that again next year we'll be electing the members of the provincial legislature. So the political parties get votes inside the legislature through a system that we call proportional representation. This means that IEC will then calculate, if a political party gets a certain number of votes, IEC will calculate and convert those votes into the number of seats that they're supposed to get inside the House. So a provincial legislature is elected for a term of 5 years. So we're going to elect again next year. So they will stay for 5 years, then we go to elections again. So there are 4 mandates and functions of the Gauteng Provincial Legislature. The first one is lawmaking, the second one oversight, the third one is cooperative governance, and the last one is public participation. Lawmaking, this means that we are responsible to make laws which are only applicable to Gauteng province. The laws you find here, you might not find them when you go to Limpopo, Mpumalanga in Eastern Cape. We make laws which are unique to Gauteng. The second function is oversight. This basically means that we are responsible of providing oversight over government, which means that the government departments, they account to the provincial legislature. The premier of the province accounts to the provincial legislature. Inside the legislature, we have what we call portfolio committees. If you go to a government department, let's say you go and find the Department of Education, when you come inside the House or the provincial legislature, you must find the portfolio committee on education, which will be responsible to oversee the work which is done by the Department of Education specifically. The third mandate is cooperative governance. This mandate is given to us by Chapter 3 of the Constitution, which means that we must ensure that all municipalities and government departments, together with NGOs, works together to improve or rather to ensure the efficient delivery of services to the people of Gauteng. The last mandate will be public participation. Public participation requires us to conduct our business in an open and a transparent manner, which means that we must invite the public to come and be part of House sittings and also committee sittings. You must come and observe when the members are having debates in the House. It's a constitutional mandate. We must make sure that happens. So we, and also this public participation, we have a unit which is responsible to promote public awareness and knowledge about the GPL, which means that we must go to the public and educate the people of Gauteng about the role of the GPL as we are doing now. We have a lot of programs that you can participate through. The first one would be the house sitting observation. When members are having debates, you are allowed to come and sit in one of the galleries and observe and be part of the sitting. We also have a committee stakeholder meeting observation. When the committee is having a meeting, you are also allowed to come and listen to the deliberations that the committee members will be discussing. We also have public hearings. When let's say when a law is about a bill is about to become a law, we first call the people of Gauteng to come and have a comment as to what they would like to change or rather they must have inputs in terms of that particular bill before it becomes a law. So we call the people, we gather them in one venue, and they share their views on the bill. We also have the public awareness campaigns. We go to townships, malls. We get there, we talk to people about the roles and function of the Gauteng Provincial Legislature. We also have community education workshops. We have outreach officers. We have 6 outreach officers. Each is responsible for a region, and the other one is responsible for schools and tertiary institution. Through these community workshops, you can mobilize yourself into a group of not less than 30. You call an outreach officer. They will come and educate you about the roles and functions of the Gauteng Provincial Legislature. We also have sector parliaments. Sector parliaments, here we convene people of a specific sector. For instance, last year in October, we had a senior citizens sector parliament. If you still remember, we were in Cullinan, where we were talking to senior citizens. They were addressing issues which were facing their sector, which is the sector of senior citizens. So these are the programs that we have, which we use to foster public participation. Thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mtwa. Now we will begin with our session of today. In celebration of the icon Nelson Mandela, we will ensure that we participate. But safe to say that we look into the Nelson Mandela Foundation in terms of the theme of this year. What we saw there, it was that the theme of this year is the legacy lives on through you, climate, food, and solidarity. That's why today we're going to, for the next coming 67 minutes, we are going to discuss 4 topics. The first topic is the importance of the day. Why are we celebrating? And so far, what are the benefits that has been there for the people of South Africa? The second topic will be the legacy versus the triple challenges that we're having as a country, looking at poverty, unemployment, and inequality. The fourth topic, we're going to look into the issue of food security. Specifically, we chose this topic deriving from the theme, but this is critical because of the the cost of living that you are faced with as senior citizens vis-a-vis the issue of affordability. Are you affording in terms of food? And then because you need food in order to start with your day. And we know that most of you rely on medication. So it's very critical that we ensure that we discuss those issues. And the last one, we're going to discuss the issue of climate change, whether in this world, what are the challenges and the solution that we can propose. Without any waste of time, let me just start with the first topic, the importance of the day of the Nelson Mandela International Day. We are having 3 participants are coming from Pumola. The first participant is John Mabanga, followed by Ruben Moabelo, and then Kuki Mzimba. So we'll allow them to tell us about the importance of the day. They're coming from Pumulong Care for the Age. We will start with John Mabanga. You will use the mic before you. Press the mic and introduce yourself, the name and surname, where you come from, and then you will start with your presentation. Over to John, Honorable John Mabanga. Yes.
Ngiyanibingelela bomkhulu nabogogo. Igama lami nguJohn Mabanga. Ngibuya eCentre yasePhumulong eThembisa. Ilanga lanamhlanje libaluleke kakhulu kithina bogogo nabomkhulu. Ilanga leli sikulo namhlanje ilanga lokukhumbula ubaba Madiba. Njoba namhlanje siyazi kusonke ukuthi ibirthday kababa Madiba. Ilanga elikhulu kakhulu kithina. Ngakho ke bomkhulu nabogogo emine engikwaziyo lapho kungishaya ngaphakathi enhlizweni ukuze kuthi ngime phakathi kwenu lo suku la namhlanje lokababa Madiba. Ubaba Madiba uRolhlahla Nelson Mandela. Ubaba Nelson Mandela siyazi sonke ukuthi kwenzekani ngaye waze wawuvalelwa Robben Island ejele. Uqede 27 years ubaba Mandela asejele abantu abadala. Ngani ngendaba yokuthi alwela thina abantu abamnyama ukuthi sithole inkululeko phakathi kwabamhlophe ngoba sasinengcindezelo. Sasesaba kakhulu ukubona umlungu wayethi naqhamuka ubaleke. Wawungangihlala eduze komlungu. uMandela wasifikela njengoJesu waletha ukuthula, waletha uthando. Ngakho ke bantu abadala uMandela ukuboshwa kwakhe wayesibhalelwe eRobben Island. Wasinceda kakhulu uMandela ngokuboshwa kwakhe, wasebenza umsebenzi omkhulu. Wabufika asithola sihlala kabuhlungu, sihlala endlini encane i-4 room. Kuleyo ndlu sasihlala kuwo singumndeni esi-2010. Silala phansi kwamatafula, wafika wathi no, akube nama-RDP houses. Basakhela ama-RDP houses. Hayi kusukela lapho bantu abadala uMandela senzele lama-RDP houses. Yebo sabanako ukuthile ukukhala ngoba thina asineliswa. All right. uMandela abantu abadala wayathe nayibuya ejele wenza abavikeli balumhla bale ndawo yase-South Africa wabebiza ukuthi MK, umkhonto wesizwe. Kungabantu abazosibheka basigade baseluse. Ubaba Mandela wenza umhlolo njengoba ngisho ukuthi sasimbona njengomuntu ongathi uNkulunkulu kithi ubaba Madiba. Uthe nayisuka lapho ubaba Madiba wayithatha umuntu omnyama amhlanganisa amdibanisa nomlungu ukuthi ungabaleki mawubona umlungu. Lokho kithi kube into enkulu kakhulu okuyisipho esikhulu. Namhlanje uyakwazi ukuhlala eduzane nomlungu, uyakwazi ukuxoxa naye. Namhlanje umlungu, ubhuti, usisi, umngani wakho. Kodwa wawumsaba leso sikhathi. Ubaba Mandela konke lokho wakwenza ukuthi kube ngalendlela esiyiyo namhlanje. Ubaba Mandela uthena iqeda lapho. Wase esibiza siyazi sonke kwakune rally FNB. Lapho ngangikhona nami wakhuluma wathi kusukela namhlanje angifuni ukubona umuntu omnyama noma umuntu omhlophe eqindezela omunye. Kusho ubaba Madiba. Kungako ke namhlanje ubaba Madiba wasenzele into eziningi bazalwane bantu benkosi. Ubaba Madiba wathatha ibhola ngathi sport. Wathatha umlungu besingadlali nabelungu ibhola. Besingadibani nabelungu kuma athletes. uMandela wathatha belungu wabafaka wathatha umuntu omnyama wathi hlala nawo umlungu dlalana sadlala ibhola usilethele into eziningi iWorld Cup sibone la eSouth Africa besiqala kwazi ngeWorld Cup ngendaba kaBaba Madiba into eziningi uBaba Madiba senzele kuzona. Ngiyabonga abantu abadala. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We will allow Ntate Ruben Moabelo to take the stand.
Khotso ke a le dumedisha ka moka nna ke nna Ruben Moabelo ke tswa ke le ko Phomolong Tembisa home of the age nna ka jeko go bolela ka di challenges ke di bileng tja ba gona ka morao wa letšatši le pitiwa le legolo icon ya rona Ntate Rolihlahla Mandela. The challenges se re ba le tsona ka morao nyana the challenge tša di RDP houses ba bile ba diela di RDP houses ba tše be ke kgopela mo di RDP houses ya RDP houses tše re bile le tšona ba bangwe since ba di applyela ka bo 1996 fitlhela mo letšatši le lekgolo ba bangwe a seng ba di fumana ene o bile wa ba le batho ba bangwe ba tswa ka ko dinageng tša ka montle dintlo tše ba di own gomme ba rena ka moke le bosesi ba rena le ba bangwe dintlo tše di khumaneng so bana ba borena ba phela mo government gore government a dira gore batho ba sa kena mo dintlong tše ka toka ba ntšhitšwe ka montle ene batho ba bile ba se ba khumana dintlo le bona ba di khumana ene gabedi se ke llang ka sone dintlo tše ba bangwe ba di khumana dintlo ene ba di khumana dintlo tšewe rola 2,800 rand ka kgwedi rola 2,800 rand government ya boa masepala re charge more kgwedi e fela ba romela bill ya 4,000 kgwedi 2,800 rand sa tšhelete ela ka moka e bušetše morago and tšhelete ela e sa kgona re gola ande tšhelete re olang ya mphiwa fela ya 2.8 ke kgopela tšhelete ka government ka di a double at least 5,000 because on tša rena le bothata bo bogolo kudu ka mogae bana ba rena ba šomi ande se sengwe se be ke se kgopela be ke kgopela nna batho ba bo ntate le bomme ba di-pensioners government ya rena e se ka re charge at least still fair the services free. Because shelter e humanang e fella go dijo di a tura. Ke kgopelo ya ka e kgolo mo. And then the worst part, e masipala na ka no khumana di etse bana 3 room yana ka mo site. O chacha double. Go bo ba ki shona, why would you di room ka mora? And bana one mo ba dula. Bana one mo le ba son ke ba go ba le moteng. A thoma ka bobedi ke a mo crime. Crime at na ile go di good. Akusebe uhloma maphodisa short. Bana ba rena le batswadi. Ba bolaiwa every day ka mohala. Motsotso o mongwe le o mongwe o ba le crime, o tshwanetse go tlhokofala motswadi kapa ngwana. And then a crime kudu ke bona ka re tisha ke tlala ka mohala. Bana ba rena ba fetša ko dikolong. Go šoma gona. So crime rate ya rena e ya gola letšatši ka letšatši. Tše dingwe di costa gore stomach se empty. Ke tsebe ke no kgopela ka re kgopela mešomo. Bana ba rena ba tlo kwa sekolong ba fumane mešomo ba kgone go šoma. And then kgopela bedi le tlhokego ya dikolo. Bana ba rena ba tsamaya distance e telele le ba ka fumana disekolo ba bangwe sa le ba banyane. Ba bangwe ba na le di-transport kae nna ke kgone e afford. Ngwana o tsamaya distance e telele ya kua le mešomong a ke sa kgona e dira e mengwe mešomo ka mogae. Ke kgopela at least dikolo di oketšege. Bana ba rena ba kgone go kena dikolo mo gaufi. E nngwe ya bedi ke di-challenge ya rena re wela mo ntheng. Bana ba tswang dikolong ka baka la tlhoko ya mešomo ba wela ka mo fasa crime. O ka no tswana ka mo toropong ka mo seng go gole. Corner to corner. Ka khumana group mo. O tsubiwa nyaope. Because bana ba frustrate gore e tša le subela. As we now tshwantse a fitlha ka etlo. Tshwantse ye. Ke crime e ya godimo too much. O ka no feta mo le mmenyana late nyana sorry back. Bana na motho mo ke tšhelete ba o tšela ntho ba ba go batho. But we are appealing to our government. Aba oketše maphodisa. Mešomo e be gona. Bana e ba tswa sekolong. E ba fetša. Ba kgone go fumana se ba ka kgona go ikgola ka sona. Gore ba tle ba kgone go ba le malapa. Go dula le bana go ba bantši ka mo gae ka baka la go tlhoka madulo. Feleletše ka mara for mane ya GP house. Ntše dingwe di awa dintlo tše. Construction tla tša pele tša mathomo e ba no dia dintlo tša gona be di sena foundation. E ba no dia slap fela ba beya ntlo after a few years twela away. Re kgopela dintlo tše e ba tlo dia tše diso pieleng tše di kaonenyana gore e be permanent. Le bana ka mogae ko dikolong bana ba šwile taolong matitšhera a sa kgona go laola. Ke kgopela government ya rena at least go be le ka mokgwa re ka tsentšha bana ba sele. Nna ka nako ela ke gola be ba sobanyana gore re kgone go kena seleng a niwe tša re sa kgona. Matitšhera a sa na di-powers. Batswadi ga ba na di-powers. So re kgopela government ka re ka thušanyana kgone go aga bana ba mmogo. Re tshwenya le ke bana ba bannyane. Ngwana a thoma 12 years. No diela o ithatele bana ba robala ka mo ntle. O sa diile mola ngwana o bala grade 8. Toba kampa kamaya. And then about shelter grant abane ka spono ba pidisha bana ba le na shumi ya ka di grant. Bana ba sa khono ba control. But no khopela hore at least government ya Gauteng le government there na khona kona thusa khono la bana. Ema police ba le problem batho ba re senyetsa ka moga ene shetse a sentse ka mogae bitša maphodisa ba tlo motshwara le maphodisa a ne di-powers motho ola ka o sane bile wa boa futhi fumane pedi o ka ne mongwapa molato ola o boela ka mowe no kgopela melao e mengwe le lebeleleng ga botse ka mogae le kgone e changea nako ngwe trafe ya rena batho ba re senyetsa ke a leboha, say thanks.
Thank you.
Ke a leboha.
Hello. Kuki Mzemba. Bali bulelem. Koko. Abali bulelem. Mike. Batamela mo.
Gape yana re tlo dira dilo tse re sa di itseng so konsito singazaziyo engazange sime phambi kwazo zintsha kuthi ezinto ezi and andiqhela ngomaphambi kwabantu nizawundixolele amehlweni andothusi ndizawuthetha ndothukile mna bendicela ukuthi njengoba konke okuthethiweyo ngendlu ze-RDP nangokunye ndicela ukuthi abantu ugovernment nxa eqashe abantu ebanike ithenda makangabaniki nje abuyele emva makalandele ukuthi zakhiwa njani ezindlu mabangahlali ezitulweni bangalandeleli ukuthi lo muntu simnikile ingaba unolwazi lwalento simnike yona na yinto enziwa ukuthi abantu babe nezindlu ezine-crack enokunye ke endiza kutsho naleyo ukuthi kubekwe umuntu ozawufaka abantu ezindlini ze-RDP mabalandele ukuthi ingaba igama lomuntu elilapha lilo elikula number na ngoba abantu badinga izindlu ufike linumber iphumile nxa uthi kuhlela umuntu wangaphandle khona wonke iflat zigcwele abantu bangaphandle abalandeleli ezinye nabalapha ekhaya phofu kukhona abangena ngemali kukhona bangaphandle abangena ngemali kwezindlu ufikele umuntu obhalise ngo-1996 akakwazi ungena umuntu ajika athi khana kusalo vote nani ndizawuvotela ntoni ndihlale emkhukhwini umkhukhu awunawuphela nxa benjenje uyesu uyawudafike imali ikutyiwa imali ze-RDP abantu bengakwazi ungena kuzo enye into ndizayithetha ezikolweni uThixo akasekho ezikolweni kwapheliswa i-assembly abantwana ilento nxa baphumayo batyinyawo ngoba uThixo akasekho sonke nxa sisekunzimeni sicinga bani uThixo sibeka igama likaThixo phambili ungawangena eklasini uhlale phansi ungazange ucela uThixo sicela ukuba uThixo makabuyisele ezikolweni uThixo uyawuyenza into yakhe mhlawumbi nale nyawupe iyawuphela abantwana benyawupe bafundile isilungu sabo badinga nemisebenzi imisebenzi ayikho imisebenzi igcwele abantu bangaphandle abantwana bethu bawusebenza phi khani ke nilungisa i-border gate ezi niphinde nijonge lamapolisa emapha e-border gate ukuthi ingaba bamkelile nto na imali yabantu abangena vele sihlala nabo basixelela bathi hayi South Africa amapolisa khona alamba athanda imali noba ungabulala umuntu nxa unemali uyaphuma ana into enza ukuthi kubekho futhi ududula abantu ababasixelela ukuthi thina emazweni wethu lento yenziwa apha ayikho elizwe eli kukwamagida sibhekayo alinamthetho uke wabona umzi womama oselayo notata uyasela abantwana babuya ngexesha abafuna ngalo kuthi umzi wakhona uyakheka awakheki iSouth Africa injalo nomnye wenza into ayithandayo novela ngaphandle wenza into ayithandayo ndathi ngelaa xesha ndandisasebenza umfazi womlungu ovela eDenmark bathi eyi elizwe limandi have eDenmark awunawuvula enye nenye ibhizinisi the way ufuna apha uvula apho uthanda khona umuntu oseSouth Africa iba yipain kuye that's why kukududula bathi olo government akukho nto ayenzayo thina sizawukusenzela akanawuphela naye ududu ndiyanicela baxeleleni ukuthi sifuna umthetho kwelizwe asifuna omnye nomnye umuntu enza into ayithandayo enemikhukhu ayinawuphela uyesu uyawude afike ndiyaphela
Okay. All right. Siyabonga. Siya ku number 2, the legacy katata ne triple challenges that we have. Ngibonile ukuthi abanye bebakhuluma ngawo ama triple challenges, but we will hear from Ani Cholo ukhona. Stella, yeah, phakamisa.
Aitla pele ba rena ba letšatši le ba re biditše o re tlo bolela ka letšatši la ntate Mandela. Oh sorry ke lebeletse kwa because ke lebeletse lena wa bona letšatši le ke le bohlokwa kudu bana bešo ka letšatši le re tlo bolela ka letšatši la Nelson Mandela o kile a re ntšha di mathateng a na le rena o kile a tshwarela rena pele re sa le gopola letšatši le la tswalo ya Mandela ko mongwe kile a tshwara a ba fitha di-Robben Island a ba a tloa a le Rivonia tribe a na le ba bangwe ba bona ke a e gopola ke a e bona ntlo ya teng e ba dula ka gara yona ko Rivonia o mongwe kwa family yaka o ba kile ba tsamaya ba ya trialing ko teng ba ya Robben Island ba na le bontate Mandela letšatši le le bohlokwa kudu bana bešo re mo gopola le bona ba selectile letšatši le gore Mandela ka letšatši la tswalo re kgone go bolela ka ena gobane kile a re ntšha ra ditsietsi nna be re khuta tšatši e be le subela ka gešo be re bona toši e riale bošupo ba re o kae montšheng motho wa lena group ya Mandela montšheng gona bjatše ba re tšeetše dilo tše dintšhi ka mo malapeng a borena jale re sa le gopola letšatši le gore Mandela kile a re golola a re ntšha ra mathata nka be re sa bolele ka se sebaka se be re sa kgone go ya mo pele a motho nako e ne sorry be re le bjalo e re gola mare gane bjatše ke nnete ntše ba bolela ba re kgona go feisana le makgowa re kgona go feisana le dilo tše dintšhi wa bona ene re kgona itwela go matšatši a lekgone a re sa tšhaba sele gore mang ke mang re a itwela ka borena nna ke gopola tšile Mandela a boya Robben Island ka nnete re be le seopo sengwe re le ntho e tee ka moka rena mo South Africa re re Mandela ga boya a tlo re ntšha le pina e rialo pina e la re atle a tlo boya a tlo re ntšha ka gara mathata a South Africa ka gore re be re bethwa go mo tsamaya o ya mola a ke re no re o ya Pipirus go fitha Pipirus wa tshwara ba o tswa kae Kemet we Alexander no sena boroko Usually Muntiar, Wana Musadia, Atamaka Honoroko. But permit, a guy permit. You see you. Nugget Leo Vanavana Veshu, Margit Lochara. Gurubo Lebutu. Valeria, Fratao celebrated Alijajile, and Nelson Mandela, or Mamu Charlie Nagili and Chulo, Kihona Emma Harasa Chavaseka Mukaso, Nakabulela Kaena. And a Gitwakili would go check Bulela Kaena Kabaka loud. Jajila, we are open island, Ritamaile, Nababang, Raya Epert, Babang Rabaya got the stadium country, and now we are guy. Lenzeria. I Lenzeria. However, Fitabo Lenzeria, Kia Hona Bamutisha go stadium or Sichava South Africa, Babalmo Houting, a Hono Mona. Banabe should Javadicam no way. The Hopola Christiano Uhuila Huelarena. Dam Hopola Christian, Locula Belly true. Ahuelarena, knit the Mandela Huecherina. Parloja Mugajo and Mamma take you to Faz, Kiari Lival, Nangi Lival. Carcahe should you hona. Kaka should will a moka cayana. Mon Hanyani. Panabeshu, Arthur and Gama, Gamma, my baby, Treveso opposing we. Retreat a jetting we. Rutel Vanavarina. For Vanavarnava, whatever Mukamuso. Gata Gilella. Lijajile Lubutilan to Mandela. Tumutwadi are now Luigi, Ariela Ropen Island, Atara, at Abaya, Mafasing Agan overseas. Baba Cherry Heva Buyaku overseas. Baba Isha Lakop. Lautima Lakop, Baba. Sorry. Baba, what was Sora Baba Isha Lakop, Baba? But Baba, Baba. Baba flash, Urabasca Copan, Urabasca Copan. Baba Isha Qualo. Wala Hale, whenever Nike River Fish, Lijajile Arlitum Ping, Nelson Mandela, Rasau Rata Jakamalova, through Rata Low Tokofetra Hopola. A man shagging alone, mocking million.
James Hololo.
Ya tseba re tshwantse ke hola ka teng. Khotso. Tobela, sa bona le dumelang. Ke o ka re le kwatile. Ha bo mamotla a ke re ke tseka matswalo a president ya rena. Jwale ba re bontšha re kwatile. A re bethe matsogo bontšha re kwatile. Ya lebo. O a membo ke James Hololo. Ke tswa ke le ka mo Thembisa. Khomolong sent bo kgantlo ya le tla ntshwarela ka gore ke tlwaetse go ema kerekeng bjale la bona tshitse kere a kere kerekeng a re eme stand o ya kua le kua o rutla lentswe la modimo bjale ke ra gore le ntebale le se ke la ntshwarela ntebale ba geso ka boripanyana fela be re kgopela mmusong wa rena re a tseba ka moka gore Mandela e be le motho wa bana e be le mogalabi wo a be a rata bana jwale a be a rata bana o ba nyakile gore bana ba dielo tše di botse mara bana ba rena matšatši a ba dielo tše di botse ba di iša ke eng melao ye e leng gona jwale e tshwere rena batswadi matsogo ka goreng le a re bona re ka kang na be re betho ba ra re hwile re sa phela ene re tlhalefile jwale re na le mekgwa bana ba rena ba na le mekgwa ba tlhalefile ba na le maikarabelo
mara re gomotse re lebeletse re re ke baetapele ba ka moso ba go tlhoka maikarabelo ra gore mmuso wa rena nko e lebelele ka leitlho le lengwe go aga bana re aga setšhaba sa South Africa melao nke e mengwe nke e theoge re age setšhaba sa ka moso sa botlhale mo go senang kgalemo taba di sepele ga botse re llaka e yang dikolong a ke tse borena bakgekolo ba gešo le bagala ba gešo le ya dikolong na la lebelela dikolong gore na go jwang ka mo dikolong tlhompho a ego rena be re tlhompha matitšhere ebile ge be re se ka sekolong be di-mistress be re tlhompha mara gone jale tlhompho e we kae ubuntu re bolela ka ubuntu bo gona why melao ye e beilweng ke yona ye e fetšang buntu a re lokišeng melao ya naga ya rena gona jale bana dikolongwe ba itiela boithatelo ke se re se kgopela goreng mmuso nko o se lebelele ye nngwe ke eta dithunya gone jale a go sana taolo ya dithunya government o rile dithunya di boe ke neng are dithunya ko gona di ja batho go se le gone jale ke ya bolela jale o mongwe o ile ka sethunya di-drugs gone jale ke tlhwa ke kwa batho ba ntšhi ba bolela ba re ka mola ba rekiša di-drugs mara go romelwa maphodisa ge ba rometse maphodisa re no bona ntše batho ba lentši ba le gona ile ba sa tshwara ka baka la eng jojo jale re ya kae re le ya dinaga baagišane ba rena bo Botswana bo Zimbabwe o tla bona gore botho bo sa le gona molao o gona tlhompho e gona mo go le go molao go na le tlhompho ebile go na le lerato mo go sena go tlhompho lerato a le gona re ya kae re le ba South Africa re lla ka motlhagase ba gešo re lla ka motlhagase taba motlhagase nke ba e lebelelešiše e ya re bolaya bana ba ithuta ka menyameng ditlhatlhobo di etla ba tlo faila ka goreng a ba kgone go ithuta mantšiboya ba bala gabotse ba le ka mo gae re a kgopela mmušo wa rena nko o potlakiše taba ya motlhagase go lokiše motlhagase ya bofelo re a le kgopela baetapele ba rena re le batsofe re betha matsogo re a le kgopela lebeledišišang ke le gore kgopelela taba ye ya ba re fa tšhelete re a e thabela mara e fela le ya re fa lebe le re tšeele yona le ya re fa mara le ya re tšeela ntho e koša bohloko e ya re gobatša meboyeng lebaka ke le bulang dikelelo bulang ditsebe lebaka šele le ke reng ba re fa tšhelete wa ba re tšela yona a ke bolela ka phomolo mo nna ke tswang gona rent ya gona e reng ka kgwedi a gona motse o patelang less than 900 and something go thoma mo 900 and something o ya godimo bo ma 4000 le kwele le yona yewe ya bo 9000 ke wola le wola a e fitlhe 10 pero kgopelang ke mmuso o re kwele ka gore bana ga ba shome re rwele bana ba rena rwele ditlogolo tsana rwele ditlogolo nna re na le ditlogolo khuku ka la bona ke le jwale ke le khopanyana jwale dala ke na le ditlogolo khuku gore tšhatse ke le mo molokong o I'm 8 years old o ka kgolwa mara ka sepe yes ke itshwere ga botse ke a itlhompha ba gešo re a gopela taba ye ya ntholaneng yona nke le tšeng serious taba ya rente batsofadi ba seke ba re fa ba re tšeela ga gologolo mo macationeng ba magaeng ba ka gone ka gore a ba patele rente batho ba magaeng bara rena mo macationeng mo re a sokola ke a le leboga
Paul Moloto. Tate Paul Moloto.
Le a dumediswa ka ofela ka mo community ke Paul Moloto wa bua mo wa tswang kwa Thimbisa Phomolong community hall nna ke be ke kgopela mmuso wa rena go o ka thusa ka di security ke ona maphodisa and then le corruption ke e ngata and corruption e tlhaga ka mabapi go tlhoka ga mošomo gape go tshware ke tara tshwanetse o bona o diang ka o kuduputsa ntlo ya ka o fela go nyaka 2 ranta gore o mpe o tlatse o reke makunya keng corruption e tlhaga ka baka la go bolaya ke tlala go o ka bereka o ka se utswa a kore o gotse o nyaka eng ka re o gotse ene bana ba rena ba re yela tšhelete ditlogolo tse di re yela tšhelete le re fane ya 2000 e la a e sa le tšhelete ka gore e fita ditlogolo e le ba e golang ya bona ya bana e bereka kwa sekolong ge ba ila ke ya mokherisa so what about ya rena ke ene e rekang grocery le metsi sia rente ke jole go no ba gore government ya rena o ka re o tšhirela ka monwana ke gore a ompone mare ya go bona ba re o tšhelete ka marena ke a ompone a ompone ba re o tšhelete ka monwana mare ya mmona mare palaki go bolela jole ge ba ka lokiša di-security maphodisa a shota maphodisa ga a shota di-camera ebile ga e ofile e dio nna mo le a lebelela ete ba re camera e ofile ebile ya mola re tua fela wa e tlhola tše dingwe di-camera ba di beya mo time tše dingwe ba di tshwara ka rat ball pen mara ge ke tsamaya ke beile mo time ke phini like this camera bare o ka se bona gonke a e fitlha kare ge bo ka e tshwara a botse batho ba e tseba ba na le gore ba ka o diela kotsi jole ebile ka mokgo ke bonang ka gona ke bona gore hai ga o le o ka re wa thothoya ka botswana gore o mona wa o diang ka botswana ke a iphina ka motswana wa iphina ka mokgo a ba o iphine bare o diang ka botswana mo o diang ka ekae ka mo re a iphine batho ba botswana ba tšhabela ka mo mare wena o di o tshwana maphodisa ka ba gona disekolo tsa rena di gole bana ba repiwa ba diwa motlhobo ka ofela nna ebile a ke sa tseba ke nona je sotaneng ke e ga e le godimo e kga e zulweng so that bophelo wa motho o tseba ke mongwe wa bona go etsa ke re jwate
Thank you. Siagu food security. Lili Matibako. Matibakwe. Go. Okay.
KO, knockout.
All right, Morat.
Ke a le dumedisha batswadi. Ke letšatši le le botse. It's a beautiful day where grannies are together. Re tlo ipsina, re le batswadi, akere. Re bolela ka food security. Food, dijo. Ona bjana ne re lla mo. Gape re no tomola mahlo. Ebile motho wa dikologanyana. Ka baka la eng kampeng ha ona selo. Dijo di re fa bophelo. Re food security re ra gore na re tlo phela bjang, re tlo di šireletša bjang, re le bo mang. A ke tše example re tšwa Tembisa. Ka o ka sepela le Tembisa ela ka moka le bo Phomolong le bo Ivory Park mola. O kra mašemonyana a mannyane fela. Lebella population e leng mola. Mašemo a le ha re thuši ka selo. Re ya ka mo le ka mo a re gole ke selo. Bjanong gore re tle re kgone go phela. Re be le dijo. Re a kgopela. Re kgopela tsetsha land. Mo re ka kgonang go lema gona. Ge re ba le land, e ska ba land ya ka. E be land ya community. Ge re na le land ela e controlwe. Land ele e be le di berekiša. Land ela re kgone go e monitora. Ke bo mang ba ba tshwanetseng gore ba be le land ela? Go ba le di stakeholders. E ska ba bonkoko fela le bontate mogolo. Go be le batho ba ba tlo re thušago go tlhokomela mmu ola wa rena ola. Go be le di berekiša, di implement, di tools gore re kgone go tšwela pele ka mmu ola wa rena ola. Go be le maphodisa, re tšofetše. Re tla re sa le mola, bana ba tlo re tšela di implements tša rena. Ba ya ba rekiša. Ge re na le bo businessmen, ba re tsebang gore ge re se fetša go lema, re iša dijo tša rena kae. Dijo tše re tlo di bjalang e be dijo tše di nang le phepo mo mebeleng ya rena. Re ska no bjala se sengwe le se sengwe, go na le di seasons king, dihla. Re bjale dijo tša rena ka dihla gore di kgone go controlega. Re tla tšwela pele ka tše dingwe, a ke re bjetše a kere. Re tla bona rena go bjala ga rena go tlo re direla eng. Ke a leboga.
Rebecca Aragate.
Na re tlo bolela ka yona food security. Gore food security e ke eng? Gore naga se se botse gore naga ka moka re ska bolela ka rena fela. Naga ka moka e dire e leme e kgone go fepa batho ba ka moka. Re ske be ra dependa mo di importseng. Ka re gona bane matšatši a re a bona dijo tše re di jang ke tša go tswa kwa tša go tsamaya ka skepe tša go fela di-vitamin gale ene for go tla ka mo go expensive. That's why re ba le dijo tše di turang re feleletša re sa je botse re tsena ke malwetši ka gore a re di afford dijo, especially batho ba bagolo ba afford a kampe a feleletša e ja letswai ka bogobe ka baka la gore a gona dijo le naga ya rena ka nnete ke tlala fela ka gore batho ba tlogile go ne go lemiwa ba tlile mo di-urban areeng pleke tsela tse le šetseng kwa gae a ditlhoko a go lemiwe at all a go sana motho o lemang ka moka batho ba lebeletse go reka and whereas a rena tšhelete so ke taba ya urbanization le yona e dirile gore re sokole ka gore mebereko a ego for batho ba baswa rona ba bagolo a ke re ka sa bereka so urbanization e re gobaditše ka gore bjanong re patane naga ela ne go lemiwa mo go yona a go sa lemiwa go agiwa difeme go agiwa di-flete kore go a agiwa go sana go lema so a re sana le dikoporasi re ka bona gore pele ne go na le dikoporasi mo go storiwang dijo gona bjanong a di sa le gona and so I think government e ka dira plane futhi ka gore vele o ka se kebe wa lema o sa rutega o sa tsebe o ka se produce dilo tse di right o tshwanetse at least ntwela ya dikolo tša temo le yona e tsošološwe batho ba ye sekolong sa go lema batho ba tsebe go tlo tlhokomela naga ya rena e ka se phele ka mphiwa fela e tlo fiwa go fitlhelela neng gore re kgone go ja I think o mongwe o tla tswelela pele
Francina Rametsi.
Ya le dumedisha ka lapeng ke nna Francina Rametse re tswa kopanong Tembisa ke tla leka go tswa tseleng ke tlo bolela ka sekgowa la ke sa se tsebe I'm going to talk about food security. What is food security? It can be defined as a dietary need for active and healthy life. If this need is not met, there will be health hazards. There are 4 types of food security. It means its availability, accessibility, utilization, stability, which means it must always be available, and affordability. What is food insecurity? With food insecurity, we understand weak economic growth, poor wealth distribution, and poor payment. And then the causes of food insecurity. If there is no food, causes of food insecurity. If there is some conflict, we will always have food insecurity. Climate change, poverty, population growth also, which always lead to higher food demands, poor wealth distribution, and droughts. How can South Africa improve food security? This can be improved by family gardens, where we will grow vegetables and fruits, education, workshops, like us Gogos, we need workshops so that we must have food gardens. And then farming, we need farmers, we need land for farming. Education on diet. And then we need education to schools with food gardens, and also the whole community needs gardens. for growing food for our health. Thank you.
Re a leboga, Siago, climate change, Joseph Tlhahla, sebaka ke sa lona.
Ke a le dumedisa bo koko le borakgolo. Wa eme mo ke Joseph Tlhahla go tswang ko Bosisiwe Luncheon Club ya ko Kopanong Tembisa. Nna ke tlo bolela ka climate change. And I'm not going to be long. Ke tlo bolela fela ka ntho e nyane fela ya gore I think we need climate change botse e causega because of the air pollution. And climate change e affectile haholo dijo tse re di jang, the air that we breathe, moya o ro hemang, the water that we drink, metsi a re a nwang, and even the places of shelter mo re dulang gona because of the climate change. Le ntho tse ke di badileng kaofela tsona, they've been seriously been affected. Ge ke bolela ka metsi, nka bolela ka metsi for in case gore climate change mo metsing e re tliseditse a re sana le health e right because of metsi a, because ka water pollution re kry-ile gore malwetse a tlisitswe ke metsi. Re nwa metsi a seng good and then a re lwatša. And ebile a re tlisetse le some pests, go na le diphedi tse dingwe tse di phelang mo metsing a seng right, and dilo tseo ne di se gona, so ke tsone di re bakelang le malwetse. And highly nka bolela ke re air pollution ba ka kgona gore mohlomong because go fishiwa dilo tse dingwe tse leng gore the atmosphere e kry-a this air gas, the gas tseo, and moya o le ha o sa le healthy, le dipula tse di nang ha di sa le right because of di feta ka mogara memoya atmosphere e seng right in and the acid. So ge ba ka leka gore maybe in every substance se se fishiwa, the gas that comes out of that is zama go recycliwa. Either let it be recycled and be used for something else, because those gases can be used to kill some other things, maybe like the weeds. Gases tsela di ka berekiswa maybe go create something like the gas, like the LP gases. Ba ka di kopantsha gore di gas tsela di be mogola, di be recycled rather than di tswe fela and then di pollute the air. And since the air has been polluted, everything on the floor becomes polluted. So I think long, I'll leave for my comrade also.
Re a leboga. Re tla kgopela Methandi Sekgomane. Nako ke ya lona.
Good day, everybody. My name is Thandi Sekgomane. I'm from Tembisa Hospital View. I'm from Bosisiwe Luncheon Club in Kopanong section. I'm going to talk about the climate challenges. We've got a big problem. We've got very big challenges about the climate. For instance, I'm going to talk about what happened in Durban. We all know that in Durban, we had disasters. A lot of people today, they didn't bury their families because they don't know where they are. They looked everywhere. Bafune yonke indawo. Begubha befuna izidumbu zama families abo. Abasenamizi As we speak, as ngikhuluma nje, basahlala emaholweni. There's no security, there's no privacy. They don't get enough food. They are struggling. Because of what? Because of climate changes. Before, it's much cooler. Besides, imvula ayikho ebusika. You'd never experience rain in winter. But today, last month, what happened in Cape Town? What happened in Durban? It was another disaster. Abantwana, abakhonanga ukubhala, especially the matriculants, they couldn't because books are gone. They don't have uniform. Abasena makhaya. Kunzima. Izindlu ziyanethela. Ngoba uthi mawuthi eJoks K in Alexander, what's happening? Every time abantu bahambile bahambe nemifula because of what? The climate. Thina masisakhula besazi ukuthi imvula ina kahle. Kuyatshalwa kwenziwani imvula ikhona, but today akusasile yamvula because of what? Climate change. So kunzima bantwana basekhaya. Although naye government, there's nothing that they can do because it's nature. But what cause is that? It's because of all the gases that are there. Angithi kuya like load shedding. Ikhoswa yini? Ikhoswa amalahle angekho ezingeni eliphezulu. That's why, because even the people that are transport coal mines to Eskom, ngaphansi bafaka amatshe ngaphezulu kuba amalahle. Makufika lapha kuphula imishini yethu efane supply, and leso sikhathi kuyabanda siyafa load shedding. We can't cook. We've got people abaphila nge-oxygen. We've got kids abaphila ngemishini. They don't care ukuthi ibhedlele, they use electricity, ukuthi they must benza ama-operation benzeni because of the head. So asasi, we don't know. But icabeleza ufika mhlawumbe uNkulunkulu uzosizwela because we don't know. Angithi abanye bathi uNkulunkulu ukwatile, that's why he's penalizing you because of what is happening. Angithi it's a hearsay. Lo uthi. Kodwa it's a climate change esingayazi ukuthi ikhoswe yini. And then namhlanje i-railway ayisekho. And railway was not using emalahle ba stop amagoods. But railway is no longer there. And as we rely happy emateksini emabhasini ayenzani akhipha carbon monoxide. Affectayo. Abantu abaningi bahlala emikhukhwini. Basebenzisani imbawula ama-braces. Abanye basebenzisa itofu zamalahle. And itofu lezi zenzani i-pollution. Angithi. And then uyaphefumula wena uphefumula lamagesi. Amalwandle namhlanje polluted. Angeke uye elwandle. If you can go to Durban, angeke uswime, udaka nje. Udaka. Awukhona. Uyazi la uzobona ukuthi ulwandle luhle. It's when I think bakhona bake cruise tour. Mawungena ngaphakathi elwandle, it's very clean, blue. Mari iya Durban, iya eCape Town emakalini kudaka. Because of what? Of climate change. Because imvula lezi ezinayo ezinamandla yizo zikhosa ngoba ziza nododu osuke ungene emalwane. Namhlanje amanzi ethu phela amanzi ayacirculate la esiwaphuzayo. aya-circulate ukuthi ahambe afike aklinwe abese ayabuya kithi kodwa akline ukuthi bewanjani. Namhlanje uzwa bathi abongamanskrala kunabo cholera. Ikhoswa yini? It's the climate change. Because of the rain that we are experiencing now. It's not rains like before. Yabo.
Kgopela Gibson Rametsi.
Bonkgono le bontatemolo ka le dumedisa. Nna ke teolela ka di-challenges ya yona climate change. Climate change baešo e re tliša mathata. E re gola ba bangata be re tseba dipula tšela ge o fetša go bunwa go na le dipula tše ba le ke megogola mmoko. Ba ba tseba Sepedi ba potla kwa gore nako ya ka eng. Ga di sa le gona. Be latela ke dipula ba le ke ditsheola tša September. Ga di sa le gona. Nako ya rena ya selemo re be re tseba re e thoma ka November, December. Go lemiwa. Ga re sa kgona go lema ka nako tšeo ka baka la dipula di gona. E tla re sa tsena dipula ke tla nako mang. Nna ebile ngwago ke tšhogile ke bona Johannesburg re nna ke ra pula e ntšintši ka June ka mathomo ke motho ke yona climate change. Le mathata a climate change e re lebana le yona e ke sa mathomo dijo tsena ape mo dijong, food security. Ga ba ka di-seasonal crops tše di tseba re di bjala selemo ga di sa kgona o bjala ka ba he dipula di seo. Di bjala fela ke ba le ba nang le ditšhelete ba o nošetša ka di-irrigation. Ga o sena irrigation ga o na gore o ka lema. And ga o tlo lema di-seasonal food di-crops tša selemo o di bjala mareka apa di tlo di tšhaselo. Ska re dijo tša di-seasonal food tša selemo tša December o tshwantse gore ka re pula a yana go di jala mareka di ka se loke. Ga se nako ya tšona lo ka di fa metsi. So ke bothata. Bothata bjo bongwe bja rena ba re botšang ka bjona ba re okay ke tšhilafatšo ya leratadima. Ga tšhilafatšo ya leratadima e dirwa ke malahla a kere a ke kgole nna ka bonna a ke kgole gore ke malahla fela le ntheletše gabotse a ke to politic mara ke ra gore ba re seke ra berekiša malahla. Nna le a tseba gore o tlo dirageng e re sa berekiše malahla a le tsebe ditoropo tše di phelago ka malahla tše tshwana le bo emalahleni bo Middleburg hele mine tsena di ka tswalelwa ga ba sana mebereko. And all those companies tše di supplying those mines di tlo fela. Those people will have no jobs. Ba ka se be le mebereko. We are going to have ghost towns. Ba tlo tla mo Gauteng ka moka bona. Nna ke bona a ke tsebe ke di-challenges ga ke bolele ka di-solution. Mara why e ba challenge ya malahla mola malahla ba rena re a exporta ba rekela mo rena mola ba re se ke ra bereka ba di yang ka bona malahla. Nkane bona ba nyaka re ba rekisetša ona. E ka ba ile gore mohlomongwe ba le kwa bo England di-mine tša bona a depleted. Bjale ba re ka gore bona ba sa kgona go berekiša malahla ko di-power station tša bona le rena re die pela ka bona. I don't know. Nnete yona e gona gore re ka nna ga berekiša the other means of producing energy like the solar, the wind, the moya. Fela mara ke re nna moya o ona o re ka o dia. Nna ba difeme tša moya ape moya a o rekwa. Ebile a o epiwe o tla fela. the company or the polasi tše ga pe ka se company ga se di mine again di polasi tše di tlabe di dia di kgobaketša moya o di tlo hira batho ba bakae. These are our challenges. Ana di tla tšea batho ba berekang ka di-mine ba le batho ba berekang di-mine tša malatla. Di-company tšela tše di sapolang di-mine tšela tša malatla ge di sena mmereko ba tla hira batho ba le ba berekang go tšone. Ke mathata a rena le ona. These are all the challenges that we have. Climate changes. Ka go ya ka dipalapalo gona bjanong ka mokgwa lebeletse yona by the year 2050 e pattern e sa change re tlo ba le mathata ditoropo tša rena tša di-coastal towns cities Cape Town, Durban, Port Elizabeth or Joburg le East London se tlhaelwa ke mathata matlo a leng kgauswi le lewatle ka fela ona a tla ba le ka hara metsi. Se makatša gore di-changes tše tše re di bonang tše le re sa di tlwane tša di-pattern tše tša gona tše di ja madimo di gogola di-floods tše lefatshe la rona be re sa di tseba mo South Africa be re sa di tseba again le diphišo ba re lewatle la kwa Arctic le lego e bego e le ice nako e ka moka lona le a tologa ka baka la phišo ge le tologa lewatle le a tlala jale metsi a tlala ka lewatleng ke se ke reng tlo ba le bothata ba coastal cities tšela tša rena ga di tlo tlalelwa ke metsi all those houses tše le kgauswi le lewatle di ka hara metsi ke di-challenges tse re belelang ka tšone. Ga ke tlo lela ka di-solution bolela fela ka di-challenges re na le bothata baešo ka climate change again.
All right.
Beke ya go fetsa mo Gauteng we had the coldest week or the coldest winter go feta nna e sale ke tswalo a se ke e bonetse bjale ka baka la yona mathata a climate change again. So a ke tsebe ba ba nang le di-solution nka batla ka di-solution tša gore na bothata bja climate change re ka bo kgona kae. Re rata gore pušo ya rena e be le mafapha a tsenelelago a tseneletšego go nyakiša gore na re ka phefoga bjang bothata bo re lebane le bjona bja climate change. Ke a leboga.
Danke. Re a leboga. Ke lebeletše taba ya nako. But before I can speak on the issue of time, let me just appreciate the sales dirilego. Round of applause for Bonkoko le Bontate. Ke tlo kgopela Mejia a fe a remarke and then the suggestion ke gore sizokala sihle kala before ya go ke le tshepišo re tlo ya teng re dira thong. Re tlo ja pele while you are eating I'll be presenting that talk mo screening, so lena le no ja then la presenta mara ke tlo gopela Mejia for the final remarks so that give the representation. Thank you.
All right, no, thank you very much, Mr. Mhlala. Ke leboge gape go lena bagolo ba rena re leboga ga lesatši a tsebo la tsamaya le yona le re šietše yona. Tšatši le ke tšatši le bohlokwa in our country, and to be with you for us it's a blessing. We are not here with Tata Mandela to celebrate him, but it is an honor equally to celebrate this day with our senior citizens and to honor them for the contribution they have had in the liberation of this country. In every little corner where you would have been as a person, the contribution you would have made, be it no tsoga o theogela so that others can have a life, it is a contribution. And I have listened to all the discussion. It is quite amazing to learn what we were learning about climate change. And I think those who are viewing us outside there, because we are out on YouTube, there are people who will be seeing this today, there are those that will be seeing it tomorrow. But the knowledge you have shared, it's something that tomorrow's young people will learn from. There's a lot of wisdom that we have within our senior citizen. And it is for that purpose that we wanted to have this day and spend it with you as we celebrate the legendary Nelson Mandela. On that note, I would like to say thank you. We don't take it for granted or liduchi. We take it that you are seated there with knowledge that we want. And we want to make sure that you share it with us. And we are honored to be in your presence. You have led us in other spaces before. Today we are here to gain that knowledge. In the absence of Honorable Chairperson Ndatem Papa, I would like to thank you for taking this opportunity to be with us. And thank you, thank you, thank you for every contribution and everything that you said. Se a leboga.
Re a leboga. At the meantime, I'll request gore ba re fetša go ja, and we will take 5 minutes break. Thank you. 5 minutes tip break. You will remain seated. They will dish up the lunch over to you. Thank you.